Today what we're going to be looking at is the first verse in the whole Bible, the first book of the Torah, the book of Bereishit, or as it's known in English, Genesis. So we're going to go to chapter 1, verse 1. First we're going to read the Hebrew, and then we're going to read the English. In front of you, you have the Hebrew words with the vowels. You then have the transliteration, which you can read if you don't read Hebrew, and then you have the translation. So let's go through it together. Bereishit bara Elokim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. And that means in English, very simply, and you probably know this already, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now I just want to point out a few things. Firstly, the vowels which you see here on the Hebrew are actually not in the Torah. That's not how it was passed down from God. In addition, the commas aren't there. There's no punctuation and no vowels in the Torah at all. So this is the way which it's interpreted according to tradition, but just know that the words in Hebrew can be written differently or can be read differently. But what we're looking at here is, according to tradition, how they are read. Now, the commas, as I said, aren't there in the Torah. However, the way that the commas have been put in here are according to the cantillation, according to the way that it is sung from the Torah. So once again, that is according to the tradition of how it's been handed down, but you won't actually see that if you read from a Torah. So let's just read it again, and I'll go from each comma. Bereishit, it means in the beginning. Rosh, in Hebrew, you may know this, means head. So Rosh Hashanah, for example, is head of the year, the new year. So Bereishit, in the beginning. Bara Elokim. Now you may notice I said Elokim, where in fact the word is Elohim. But we try not to say God's name in reality because of the holiness and the sanctity of it. So you could say Bereishit bara Elohim, and I actually could do because I'm teaching here, but I just took the hey, the h sound, and put a k there instead, which traditionally a lot of people do. So Bereishit, in the beginning, bara Elohim, God created. You'll also notice, as we go on, that there's a lot of different names for God. Here we're using the name Elohim, and each time we use a different name, it refers to different traits of God. Now Elohim is actually a plural, so some people mistranslate this to mean more than one God, but in fact it's just talking about the one and only God. So Bereishit, in the beginning, bara Elohim, God created et hashamayim, so the skies or the heavens, the et haaretz, and the earth. Now shamayim in modern day Hebrew means skies. Here it can be made to mean heaven as well, or that which is above. Now the word et, which we have here, et hashamayim, the et haaretz, is I guess the equivalent to the English word the. So sometimes it's used, sometimes it isn't, and it can have kind of different connotations, let's say. Another thing of interest is how the commas are. Because usually in English you hear people saying, it's obviously a very famous verse, you hear people say, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth, kind of in one sentence. But in fact it's in the beginning God created the heavens and also the earth. So it's just a slight difference. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also find out more by going to HebrewBibleVerseAday.com, and there you'll actually receive into your inbox a new video and a new translation every day as we go through the whole of the Bible. Once again, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel, please leave a comment, please put a thumbs up, be very appreciated. Please feel free to share with your friends. Thank you very much, and shalom.